Hey guys, I'm Josh, and in this video I wanted to share with you 5 lessons that I've learned from my time in college. The first lesson that I have taken away from my time in college is the value of being independent and reliant on myself. Now, I'm usually a pretty responsible guy. I know when to get my work done, I know to keep my room tidy, and I'm usually pretty good with managing my responsibilities. However, attending college has made me realize just how many more responsibilities there are for me to have, if that makes sense. You have all of your academic responsibilities. If there's extracurriculars at your college that you're involved with, you have to manage your professional life because you're likely planning on going into the work field. And so trying to manage all of these things has been a very interesting but insightful experience for me. And I definitely have to be way more dependent on myself than I ever have before. I don't have my mom telling me about my test that I have in my business class on Thursday. That's on me. A lot of the responsibilities that you didn't have before are now being thrown at you. The second lesson that I've taken away from my time here in college has been the value of putting just a little bit of time each day into the important things. It can be really easy to write off the value of putting just 5 minutes of practice into something that you care about each day. But in the long run, it's crazy how much of a difference that can make. I've had my guitar for about a month and a half or 2 months now, and when I first got it, I could not even play the guitar. And now I can play a little of the guitar. And I think that I've been able to make that progress because I hold myself accountable, and each day I put at least 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes into practicing the guitar. I think this is a really valuable lesson that can be applied to other areas of your life as well. Don't write off the efficiency of the little investments that you make, because while you may not immediately notice any differences, in the long run, you most certainly will. The next lesson that I've taken away from college is the importance of my relationships. Before I went to college, when I was living at home, I knew that I loved my family, but I maybe didn't recognize just how much I appreciated them because I got to see them every day. It really makes me value that time that I did get to spend with them. And when I go home for summers now, I'm so much more conscious of how I'm spending my time with them. My relationships are super important to me, and college has definitely made me more aware of that. The same is true with my friendships. For the friends that I know that have gone out of state, I'm definitely sad that I don't get to see them as much, but now whenever they're back, I appreciate them so much more. Send some love to those people that you love, to let them know that you love them. My next lesson from my time in college has been the value of finding time to do the things that are important to me. To me, an enjoyable life does not entail just working consistently or attending school consistently. I think there needs to be other areas of your life that you look forward to, that you're developing. For me, there's nothing more rewarding than investing my time in something that I'm interested in and seeing what that results in. I love to create, so I make videos and music. I love to be active, so I work out and I take hikes. And these are all elements of my life that add on to my college experience. So when you're in college, find things that may interest you, and if you don't know if it interests you, try it out, see if it does. The final lesson that my time in college has taught me thus far is the value of pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. Now, I've partaken in some activities that have definitely pushed me outside of my comfort zone. I think I gained so much insight from putting myself in challenging situations. For example, earlier this year, me and my roommates fasted for a week. We would only drink water. And while it definitely wasn't fun, and I certainly would not recommend any of you guys just go out and do a water fast, I think that it provided me with some really unique insights that I never would have had I not fasted for that week. And by being disciplined and partaking in that fast, I find that now that discipline carries over to other areas of my life. I'm better at waking up on time. I'm better at not procrastinating all of my work as much. Still definitely do that, just not as much. I think a big part of the value of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone is that it makes you more open to pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. If you're willing to do this, then you're kind of willing to do that and that. But if you're open to taking smart risks and challenging yourself, I think that you can build up your character. I think that you can have incredible life experiences that you would have just missed out on otherwise. And I think it keeps life from getting mundane or boring. Anyways, those are some of the most important lessons that I've taken away from my time in college. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.